Hello everyone, Caffeine here and welcome to my video. Today we are going to be tier listing every single character trailer of Honkai Star Rail. Me myself, I played just a little. I recently had to delete it because of how heavy it got. My phone just didn't have a space for it anymore. But I am still very much in love with it. I still watch the character trailers and I wanted to do this. Obviously this is going to be entirely my opinion. You guys might agree with it, you guys might disagree with it. Just have an open mind. We have the tier lists. At first, we have S rank, which are going to be my top three. My own personal, they might not be the best, but they are my top three. Then we have the A tier, the perfection tier. These are the ones that are completely perfect. They're just not my top three. Then you have the B tier, which are the very good ones. You have the C tier, which are the mid ones. And you have the D tier, which are the ones. Let's be honest, this entire character trailer doesn't have a bad one. They're just compared to the rest. And the first one is one of those. First one we have is Marches, and it shows that it's the first one. The song is alright, and it's overall a very good trailer. Most of the animations are just in-game animations, and compared to what we have coming later on, it doesn't really hold up. So with all of my love for March, I have to put this in a D tier. Finally, they let the singer character actually sing. I really like Serval's voice. The animation effects are really cool as well. My only problem with it is that it's too short. And it makes sense because she's a 4-star, she's not a 5-star. The animation could improve because, again, they're mostly in-game ones. So it's a C tier. Bylus was one that at first when I was making this list, it was way higher. But then I saw the rest and I was like, yeah, no, Bylus isn't that good. The OC is not my favorite. Animation is good. It's quite cute. It suits Bailu, but it doesn't really show her off as a healer, if you will. And it doesn't really have a story. Overall, it's nothing special compared to the rest, so it's going in the D tier. Yangqing is quite nice and it's simple. The song is great, as always, but so are almost everyone in this tier list, so he doesn't get a bonus for that. And the animations are so it's going into the D tier. Himeko's is quite nice, and it's in a territory of being really good, but still the animations are the ones in game. It didn't really have a story. The OST is one of my favorites though. Overall, it's a very good one. It's going to the B tier. Jeopard is probably the worst on this list, which is saying something because it's really not that bad. It's nothing as special. It shows its in-game animations and it has an okay song, so it's a D tier. I'm sorry, Jeopard fans. Zilas is a very good one. They gave us a double trailer with Bronya there, and I think it's really cute. The song is great, and I like the transition between her and Bronya. Overall, it's a very good B tier. I really like Genuines. The OST is really nice. The animations, although they are mostly in-game ones, they added a really cool effects on some of them. It's a well-rounded one that shows off Genuine's character as this calm mastermind really good, and I loved it. The animation can improve, so it's a good one, and it's going into the B tier. Silver Wolf's effects are what mostly carries the whole trailer. The whole video game aesthetic with a note to a Honkai Impact 3rd at the beginning. It has a very good song and it shows you a very nice glimpse of Silver Wolf's world. And I liked it, and it's a B tier. Luchas was one that made me really curious about him. I haven't watched Honkai Impact 3rd, but I know his character is kind of from there. So I don't know if there were any references to that in that trailer that I didn't notice. But from what I know and what I saw, I really liked it. The song is, again, very great. The animation is good. The effects what mostly carried them. It's a very good one. It's a B tier. Now, I might be a little bit biased because I love Blade. And his is one of my favorites. It's not in my top 3, but the OST is one of my top 3s. I love the animation of all the spiderlies and to the glimpse of Yinxing, the person he used to be. This a sneak peek of Imbiber to Luna Daihong, and I remember when I first watched it because it came out as I started playing, and I remember being left with a lot of questions, like in a good way. that makes you want to pick apart every crumb of content they give you to get to the story. And it's one of my faves. It's going in the perfection A tier list. I have nothing else to say. Before I even started ranking, I knew Kafka's was in my top 3. The song is not my number 1. The fight scene was amazing and it showed how effortlessly strong Kafka is. And all the details, the spider motifs all over the place, rose petals as blood, and the tiny glimpses of the ink test and different cinema acts as if like the intermission and the end to show how every mission is like an act from Elios's script. It has been and has remained one of my favorites. It's in the top 3. Don Hong's and Buy Better Lunatic trailer is a very tough one for me because I really like the visuals and the OST, and they showed off a bit of Fantasia as well. My only problem with it is it doesn't have a story. It's just mostly showing Don Hong's in-game animations, and for that, that's going the B tier. Very great, not perfection. Fushen is quite mid in my opinion. The OC is not my favorite. The animations are beautiful, but they're mostly the in-game ones. The Chinchue cameo was cute, but that's really all about it. It's C tier, it's mid. Jingliu's is really beautiful, it's really elegant, but it fills you with a sense of dread because you can see the frozen people that she keeps killing are Danhong and Blade, and I might be wrong, but I think she's there too. The whole idea of 5 people, 3 must pay a price, and the fact that she doesn't spare herself from that, and it shows her mind perfectly as this frozen lake that she has to keep fighting on to keep her sanity. It's perfection, and it's going to the A tier. Topaz is mostly comedy and I liked it, but that also meant there wasn't much cool animation going on. The song is okay, and overall it's not that good in my opinion. It's a B tier. Ho Ho is one of my favorites. I love the song, I love the animation and the Chinese imagery. Going Off and cameo was really cute, and the combination of eerie and comedy it has is really nice. There were zero problems with it, and it did everything you wanted to do. Very great. It did it perfectly. So it's going to the A tier. Perfection. Argentinis was the one that confused me a little bit because it was more towards the comedy side than actual being serious. There are some tiny details I really like how in the end credit scene there is uninvited guest, the swarm. But other than that, there wasn't anything that I really liked. The OST is okay. The animation is amazing, but then again, so is everyone's. So it's a C tier, not the worst, not the best. Ruan Mei was one that I don't really have much to say about it. It's quite mid. I didn't like the song, the animation is mid, overall it's just a C tier. Dr. Ratios was one that I thought I was not going to like, but after I watched it, I really liked it. The OST is great, it had a bit of humor, and I really liked the way they showed off his character in the trailer. It didn't have anything that I wished for, it didn't have anything that lacked, so it's going to be in the A tier, plus 5 points. Black Swans has this creepy feeling that I'm all out for. The OC is just gorgeous, and the whole theme of it just fits in so well within Panaconi, like the whole dreams and memory theme. It's overall a very good one, but I think the reason I'm not going to put it in perfection is because it doesn't have a story of its own. For example, if I were to be a new player who was watching these trailers, it would still be cool, but it wouldn't make sense for a story. It only makes sense when you get to Panaconi with the whole dreams motif. For that, I think it's B tier. It's very good, but it's not perfection. Sparkle is another top 3 for me. The song is my second absolute favorite. The animation is perfect. It perfectly captures the creepy cutesy vibe that Sparkle has, with a dose of madness that comes with the mask rules, and you got yourself perfection. Without any doubt, top 3. Acheron's is the one that's full of details. From the beginning, you can tell everything is like an illusion because of all of the sparkles, koi fishes everywhere. And then you have the amazing fight scene between her and the Stellaron hunters, which is actually a nod to Honkai Impact Third. I haven't played it myself. I just know from the fandom that Acheron is sort of Raiden Mei. You also have the switch between the 2D and 3D animations with the ads that's playing alongside the trailer, and one final nod to Robin in at the ad itself. The OST is amazing. I really like it. It's the same one that I think it played at the certain cutscene as well. And it's a perfection. It's an A tier. It's just not in my top three. I have my own personal top three that I love too much, but I still love Acherons, and it's going in the A tier. Aventurines was one that I really enjoyed. The OST is one of my favorites, and it's one of the more lighthearted ones compared to his actual story in the main quest. But I like to think that it's more of the act that he puts on that his trailer is depicting. And when you think about it like that, it gets way more interesting. And for that, I think it's going in the A tier. Honestly, there isn't anything wrong with it. I really liked it. It's not in my top three, but it's perfection. It's going in the A tier. Aventurine, you deserve the world. Robin's was one that really surprised me with how cute it first appeared, but how dark it got as it moved on. The whole cage imagery, and in the end that they're photographing her, and it's like she's almost like she's dying, but they're still photographing her. What I really liked was how they showed Robin is not just a naive girl that's lost in her own world. She knows pain and suffering, and yet she chose to help others with her songs and her singing voice. And the animation is perfect, as sometimes it shifts to 2D. And Robin's voice actress did an amazing job, and I love it. It's perfection, absolute A tier list. Now, from the moment that I saw Boothill's trailer, I knew it was going to be one of my top threes. It's a perfect combination of comedy and action, and it's paired with an amazing OST. It's chef kiss. And I can't still believe they put a robot cowboy in the game that kind of swears. There are so many things to pay attention to, like how they went and made him flip a topaz and Aventurine's tables to the end logo that looks like a bullet for just 1 second. And look at my man just moonwalking through the bullets, and him in the end with the, how would you like to land? Huh. Good question. Like he didn't even think. I love Boothil. I love his trailer. It's just my top threes. I know it, and I know I'm not going to doubt this. It's my top three. Anyways, thanks for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe. It would help me out greatly. Thank you all of you for watching, and I see you guys in the next video.